In his series against Milwaukee, Jimmy Butler, in games 4 and 5, scored a combined total of 98 points.
Only 5 other players in NBA history have done this, the last being our cover athlete, Michael Jordan. Do you know how many times MJ...
Coming right up, the Pacers taking on the Cavaliers. For the Pacers, tonight is a tough task, but in front of a raucous home crowd cheering them on, anything can happen. Cavs, Pacers, up next. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the Pacers last season traded their all-star big man, Domantas Sabonis, for rising point guard Tyrese Halliburton. He says, as a Midwesterner, my family is happy to have me close to home, but it's about winning. The Pacers have been in the playoffs routinely my entire life. This is a franchise that knows what it takes. Kevin?
I like that perspective. Thanks, DA. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Osman in at the forward with Love joining him. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And Harrell's in at the 5. And for the Pacers, the guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Hield is out there with Smith. And it's Turner in at the center position. And now that we're finally past the trade deadline, a number of players, Greg, have to be breathing a sigh of relief.
I mean, no matter how many times you're told we're not going to trade you, you're our guy, it's hard to know what to believe. GMs are professional secret keepers.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Garland with it. Inside, and Harrell scoops it in.
Harrell is such a good screen setter because he's so strong and he's willing to put his body on the line, and then he catches everything as a roll man.
Here's Duarte. Halliburton finds Smith. Back to Halliburton. On the 3 off target. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Here's Love. Here's Harrell. Good work defensively by Turner. Down low, here's Smith, and Smith with the stop.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Here's Duarte. On the clock. Hield from outside. The rebound by Mitchell. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Love outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
The pass to Halliburton. Poked away. Smith trying to break loose. Halliburton, that's good.
Just excellent concentration there by Halliburton. Not allowing the bump by the defense to throw him off his mark.
Here's Osman. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Mitchell's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And here's Halliburton following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Cedi Osman.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Garland, the pass to Wade. Kicks it out to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Healed outside. Pass to Duarte. Now Smith. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Hield.
At 6'11" and 255 pounds, Turner is a load. Very hard trying to guard him inside.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout. And
it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Here's Nesmith. And it's Wade with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-6 run. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, guys, with good size and length for his position, LeVert can convert tough baskets.
At the line for one.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Now, here's Nesmith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it's LeVert missing. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Passes it to Mathurin. Great D that time from LeVert.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Rubio kicks to Thibault. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's to Nesmith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Karis LeVert. It's his first trip to the line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
The first free throw is good. A different look now for Cleveland. Stevens is checked in. And Raul Neto is subbed in for LeVert. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Rubio the pass to Stevens. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pacers trailed by 12. To the paint. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's Rubio. Kicks it out to Love. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll return shortly.
It's your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Kevin Love. He's out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Mitchell in at 2 guard.
Great speed displayed that time by Tyrese Halliburton. Went right to the rack when he saw the gap in the defense.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
And here is Hield in the game against Sacramento. Very impressive. They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by Smith.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Mitchell. The shot's good. Mitchell's got 10.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets and from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Here's Duarte. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Hield. And that one is off. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
And the Pacers call time here. And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
Just 4 to shoot. Hield can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the basket by Wade.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And Turner kicks to Hield.
Come get it.
To end the run. Nailed from three-point land. Hield's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Wade for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Wade's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Cavs. Halliburton passes to Hield. Halliburton outside. Here's Smith. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs. That's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And he makes both free throws.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And there's the pass to Mathurin. Here's Duarte, covered by Mitchell. Halliburton for three. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Pass to Turner. Here's Mathurin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim. And once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jalen Smith. And it's Nesmith in for Duarte.
Just a terrific prospect. Mathurin gives this offense so many options, and he has the physical tools to be a great defender.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Passes it to Mathurin. Got a piece of it. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You take a look at Garland. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Halliburton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
The shot, no good. Great D that time from Harrell.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Thibault. Rubio the pass to Thibault. And it's Harrell at the elbow. He kicks it to Rubio. Here's Mitchell. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Mitchell's got 19 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Mathurin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Now, here's Nesmith. Defended by Thibault. And Thibault sends it back. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Whatever look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Cedi Osman in for Mitchell. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half.
And with good defensive versatility and smarts, Love has turned himself into an asset at that end.
On the heel, he's checked in for the Pacers. Raul Neto's checked in for Cleveland. And so here's Cleveland. Rubio, the pass to Thibault. Takes a three. Drains the three-pointer. Thibault's got 6.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And stolen by Thibault. That will count. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. 52. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
For your Pacers Youth.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks.
And that's going to do it.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Smith is out there with Miles Turner, and it's Hield in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Halliburton outside. He feeds it to Hield. Knocked away. Just 5 to shoot. Duarte. Good D by Rubio. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Cavaliers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Boy, that's a forceful, intimidating slam by Harrell. Dared the defense to try to stop him there, and I don't think they wanted to.
Hield finds Turner. To the inside, trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him, and the basket is good. Halliburton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Garland, no good. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Halliburton drives in, and the rejection by Harrell.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Rubio kicks to Garland. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Out to Smith. Now the pass Duarte. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Chris Duarte, 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And Jalen Smith is going to pick up the foul.
Jalen Smith.
That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Wade finds LeVert. Garland with it. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Diakite.
Well, you look at Turner's body. He's got a wily, muscular frame that he makes good use of. I mean, his defense and the way he contests shots is remarkable.
And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
The three from Garland. And he's good on the three ball.
For 3.
Garland's got 11 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Duarte. Here's the three. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Cleveland. Raul Neto comes in for Garland.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Turner passes to Nesmith. Here's Mathurin, defended by Thibault. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Clock at 6. Passes Duarte. Moves back up. Turner trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got 6.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Neto. Doesn't go for him. So the Pacers will take it the other way. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Duarte passes to Nesmith. Feeds it to Turner. Diakite with the rebound. Diakite's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wasted no time on that one. 11 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Hayward can't hit. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And the basket by Wade.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Right side Turner. They get a hand on it. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Three-pointer, Hayward. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Matisse Thybulle, and it's Neto in at the point. Thybulle for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To the right side. Here's Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bitadze, and he jams it with authority.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
And going old school in the painted area. Love brushing off the contact to complete that play.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Here's Mathurin. Past to Neesmith. Off target from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The pass to Neesmith. Here's Nembhard. Here's Bitadze. Now Cleveland moving it up. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Mathurin. The teardrop falls in.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Boy, what a nifty play off the dribble there. Creates barely enough space to get off the shot.
Neto, the pass to Harrell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, he certainly appears like a wrecking ball inside. Harrell makes it hard to cover him without fouling him because he's so aggressive seeking out contact.
That free throw missing. Johnson, he's checked in for Jackson. That one misses.
You know, what's great about Harrell is his ability to deliver whatever his team needs. I mean, he's the ideal guy to have coming off your bench.
Pass to Hield, beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Passes it to Stevens. Back to Neto. Cleveland moving it around. Three-pointer, LeVert drills it from outside. LeVert's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Guys, that's a cold-blooded answer from deep. LeVert takes smart shots and knows his range.
Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And Indiana making a change here. Hayward's checked in.
Gordon Hayward.
Here's Bitadze to the middle. Here's Hield. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Neto finds Love. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Shooting for
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Picked away. Neto, the pass to Love. Back to Neto. Three-pointer, LeVert. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
Cleveland's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the 3rd quarter ended.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Neto to the inside. The rebound by Bitadze. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th. Hayward, left side. Pass to Johnson. In the corner, it's Hayward. To stop the drought. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
By employing the change of pace dribble, Hayward creates windows for a shot inside and outside.
Gordon Hayward. 2.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one.
the end
A
of the game.
resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they
Get home
controlled the
safely.
game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.